captain of Bangladesh. Shanto, you have the coin.
Tails, please.
Tails is the call.
Tails is the call. Shanto, what are you going to do first and why?
Yeah, we're going to have a ball first.
You happy to have a bat first?
Yes, I think it looks very good wicket. Happy to bat first.
Middle is that Zimbabwe. They've won the toss. They're going to bowl first.
To do well. Let's go up and join our commentators, Mazharuddin and H.T. Ackerman.
Hello and very good morning to all our viewers from the Sherba in the 5th match and take something positive back home. As the players are out at the middle, Bangladesh have got 3 changes from the previous game. Mahmudullah Riyad, champion for the World Cup. Zimbabwe, on the other hand, made just 1 change. Experienced Sean Williams Raza has got the ball in his hand, and opener Shomo Sarkar. He will be alongside Tanzid Hassan Tamim, who's been in very good touch in this. For the first ball of the 5th T20I, for the 5th and final T20I. And Bangladesh are off the mark, so as Tanzid Hassan Tamim. Very good morning, HT.
Good morning, Mazza. We know that Bangladesh are trying to prepare themselves for the World Cup over here in Bangladesh and India and Pakistan.
Again, shading down the leg side, angling into the left-hander. Shomo also gets off the
surface that you need to try and score heavily inside the Friday. How once the power play was done, batting became tricky. There was lots of slow
surface.
If there's any, that's out the ground. That is out the ground in the very first over.
That was a cracking stroke by Shomo Sarkar. Picked up really early and really well. Onto his knees, right in the middle of the bat. The ball sails over to the deep mid-wicket region for the first maximum of the game. He's got the height and distance, 7
bounce, but he's hit some good areas, and not only has he got a number.
Top edge in the air. Tanzid Tamim departs early. Muzarabani strikes for Zimbabwe.
He gets big players out, and the highest scorer, the highest run scorer in this series is a victim for Blessing Muzarabani. He gets extra bounce, and that's what's accounted for Tamim. Not quite short enough to play a pull shot, and in the end it's really a nothing shot and a simple catch. Mazakatsa hangs on. Zimbabwe have made early inroads here as the 4-man Tanzid Hassan Tamim goes for 2. Bangladesh 9 for 1.
Skipper Nazmul Hossain Shanto comes in early in the 2nd over of the innings. But just going back to the wicket. It was in the end a nothing shot. It's probably a premeditated one from Tanzid Tamim. And look at the length. Not easy to play the pull shot from that length.
Too full. Far too full to be looking to play that cross bat shot.
For Zimbabwe, picked up an early wicket of in-form Tanzid Tamim. Shomo Sarkar. New bowler for Zimbabwe, Brian Bennett. Hint of turn and bounce.
What we notice here is the length. The Raza was fuller than this. That's the length that you need.
On the 4th T20I. I'm sure you must have spoken about.
Gone. Can you believe it? I thought he had got it up and over backward point, but instead it just loops to the man at point. And Bangladesh have lost their 2nd. The surface is certainly starting to turn, and from very early in the piece.
That's a soft dismissal, HT, I must say. It was short. Yes, it turned a bit, but he got enough time to play that wherever he wanted to play. But eventually he handed a simple catch at point and departs after scoring a runner ball 7. Bangladesh, in some sort of trouble the day, are back in the hut. Tawhid Hridoy is at the crease. He's got a different role. He needs to be calm.
Well, you asked me what did Shakib say. This is exactly what he said. He said you've got to bowl the ball into the pitch and then it holds. You bowl it into the pitch and it just holds. And the batter...
Mentioned earlier, the openers who put on a 101-run opening stand on the other day are back in. All pumped up. Outside edge, slashed hard, gets the boundary. And he will also get off the mark, Nazmul Hossain Shanto.
He's played and missed a few this morning, Shantu, but not this time. This time it's a flashing cover drive. And deep third, left with no chance. A little bit wide there, down at deep third.
The best part was he went hard on it. Up front. Bangladesh are 15 for 2 after 4 overs. Inside the power play, onto his second. Outside edge and gone. Would you believe it? Bennett strikes again. Very first ball, he picks up the wicket of Tawhid Hridoy. Again, he was not sure whether to go for it or not. In the end, only manages to get that outside edge. Bangladesh's batting woes continues in this innings.
Nice catch. Just looking to glide this past the keeper's right hand, and it's just a feather. They're struggling here, the home side. They're 15 for 3.
Experienced Mahmudullah Riyad walks in, making a comeback to the side with the best of Brian Bennett. Once again striking for Zimbabwe.
Up and over, and that'll be a boundary, and my is that needed.
Right, Bangladesh needed that positive intent, and Mahmudullah Riyad brings in. Just walked off the crease, moves towards the offside. He knew where the fielders were. It's fine leg and short square leg inside the circle. Just held that away. Experience. Flighted one by Bennett. A brilliant cover drive by Mahmudullah Riyad. Back-to-back boundaries for Bangladesh.
This is some shot. A lot of batters will put the cover drive away on a pitch like this because of the turn and the slowness of it. But the wrists, yes, it's a little bit too full. But that is a lovely shot. You can understand, sent in ahead of shot.
Again on the shorter side, again Mahmudullah Riyad launched onto it. Cuts away for the boundary. Third boundary of the over. All came off the bat of Mahmudullah Riyad, and all of a sudden he releases the pressure.
Amazing. Amazing how the game can fluctuate. Because of how slow Bennett is bowling it, his margin for error is very, very small. So
up to Braz Akram.
I think they also need to realize the fact that I think the ploy needs to be a little bit more strict. A good strike to finish the over. It's all threes here. 33 for 3. He's also picked up a couple of wickets already. Power play done and dusted. That's the last ball the previous over. It's a kind of a surface where you need to be a little bit more watchful and play it as late as possible, just like that. Just a touch short. Lovely touch from Mahmudullah to pick up his 4th boundary.
And gets it between those two fielders behind point on the offside.
Afford to release the pressure, and you can only do that when you release boundaries. You have again, but this time there is cover in the deep, so it'll only be a single. So you go. A lovely shot, beautifully played. That might go all the way. It does. What a shot that is! Brilliant time.
But what a beautiful stroke to put it away for 4. Just a punch. No more than that.